welcome back everyone. Just a quick little video. I haven't posted anything for a little while, and I thought let's put something up on the channel. And my service, my first service, well, no, first year's service, last Saturday at a dealership, Honda dealership. It's how do we say it politely? It wasn't a pleasant experience. Not for the bike, fine. Customer service wise, I'm not going to name the dealership, but you don't have to be a genius to work out kind of where it was from where I am. Yeah, the customer service was awful. I had to book the bike in pretty 10 weeks, 10, maybe 12 weeks before I had the service. I had to book it in because they're such a busy dealership, and I think that's their downfall, which I'll get into a bit more in a few minutes. But anyway, yeah, I booked it in, and because I work nights, I thought I'll get it in for when they open. They open 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. So when I booked it about 10-12 weeks ago, they asked me, what time would you like to book it in for? And I said, can you book it in first thing, because I work nights, and that'll give you the chance to get the bike done, get home without feeling too tired or being, you know, too lethargic on the bike on the way home, because it's still an hour's ride really, 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic, and especially on a Saturday with shoppers. So I thought, yeah, I'll book it in first thing. I turned up at the dealership for when they opened at 8:30, and there was 2 or 3 bikes in front of me, and I thought, alright, no worries, maybe I've got to wait for 2 or 3 bikes to be done, and then mine will get done. I apologise if this video's going to last a little bit longer. Right, so let's get to the point. So yes, I got it there early on, and I said to them, any chance you can get it in as early as you can? And they said, oh, we don't do allocated times on a weekend. Oh, I said, that's unfortunate, because I booked it in with you for first thing, and explained the situation, blah blah blah. And to be honest, the girl on the till, or the desk, lovely girl, but I don't think she really gave a shit. She probably hears it from most people that turn up, which I get it. Yeah. But she said, oh, you'll be, the bike will be in and done by midday. I was like, right, perfect, that's fine, 3 hours, I can deal with that. Go upstairs, have a cup of tea. Luckily my good friend Phil was there. He was doing a test ride on a Honda GB 350, so I had someone to talk to for a little while, which thought, fine, 3 hours, that'll soon go. I can watch the Lions game on my phone at 10 o'clock, not a problem. Right, perfect. Yeah. And you would like to hazard a guess what time my bike actually went in for the service? Three o'clock. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shit. But the only problem was, luckily, I'd managed to get the night off before, right, which was great. Luckily, you know, they let me have the night off before because no one else booked off, so I was like, perfect, that's fine. So I wasn't feeling that bad, but I had got up early to get over to Bristol. Yeah, so 3 o'clock the bike went in for the service. I got out of there just after 4. The only problem was I planned to take my mother-in-law to a concert in Cardiff. I had to pick her up at 6 o'clock. It was a hot day. I had my bike gear on, so I was sweaty, smelly. Hadn't eaten anything really. I did have a bacon sausage sandwich up there in the morning, but that's all I'd had all day. And I'd just been drinking cups of water from the service desk because I wasn't paying £2 for a can of 7-Up or a can of Diet Coke. Ridiculous. So I was thirsty, hungry, tired, smelly and sweaty. So I needed to get home, have a shower and then pick the mother-in-law. So I took her to the concert. Well, I managed to get home for about 5ish. Quick shower, drink, grabbed myself a sandwich, and picked her up, got her to Cardiff. Well, I thought, well, there's no point me staying, there's no point me driving back home from Cardiff to then go back and pick her up later on. Well, I ended up getting in at midnight. So I've been out all day like that, and I'm not moaning. Well, I am moaning, but I'm not moaning. Been out all day, and I was feeling it. So yeah, but the service went well. Sorry for my rant, my moan. We all do it. We all want the best customer service we can get. I don't think this dealership has the best customer service. In my 7 or 8 hours I was sat there waiting for the bike to be done, I spoke to quite a few of their customers. People who bought bikes, people who were picking up bikes, people who had them serviced, had MOTs, work done on them, or just past customers who come into the shop. They've got a big retail section there as well. So I talked to a few fellow bikers there. Not one of them had a positive thing to say. And I would say the good majority of them all said the same thing. All these dealerships around the UK, these big franchises, mine came from Thunder Road in Cwmbran, South Wales. They've all gone into liquidation. They've all gone bankrupt, effectively, and they're all being bought out by the same kind of companies. This dealership, I had this serviced at last week. The majority of these customers that were there on the day said the same thing. The dealership has become too big for itself. They can't cope with the amount of bikes they're getting in. They're quick enough to sell them, but the customer service is dog shit. Terrible. There was a young guy there. He was only a young lad. He was only 18, 19, right? And his dad brought him down. They brought down their flatbed truck thing. His dad was actually a car mechanic, but this bike needed electrical work doing to it. It was a little Aprilia 125 sports bike thing. Lovely looking thing. They bought it from that dealership as well. The boy had taken it home, been riding it around, and it come up with this electrical issue. it wasn't starting. Alright, something wrong with the ignition, fuel pump, whatever, something electrical wrong with it. They'd had this young lad's bike for 7 weeks trying to fix this electrical issue. 7 weeks, and they still couldn't figure it out. Now the father had said, and the father was getting quite irate about it, give me a bit of entertainment, he was getting quite irate about it, and he'd said, what kind of example are you setting for the youngsters that want to have their bike serviced, maintained and looked after by the dealership? What kind of example you've set in for these youngsters? They might as well just go to a backstreet garage round the corner, they'll fix it for half the price, but could hit the resale value of the bike. Right, so they're paying a little bit extra to get that quality service. This dealership isn't giving any quality service. They were crap. The thing is with my service plan, and it probably is with a lot of their customers as well, they're tied into manufacturer service plans. So this is on a Honda service plan, luckily, so I'm stuck with Honda dealerships to do the work. Once the next service is done on this, next year, 12 months time, I will see if I can get it to another Honda dealership. I don't think I'll go back there again. Or if I do, I'll make sure I've got the day off, because I'm not risking it again. But yeah, there we go. We'll call that an end of the video, and I hope everyone's well. If you're having the same kind of issues as I have, pop a little comment down below, like on the video, share it, subscribe, whatever dingleberry things you do. I don't know what people do, but yeah, let me know what you think, and if you've had the same kind of issues. You might have had the same problems, but yeah, let me know. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm on there. On there the most, yeah, post more stuff on there than I do on YouTube. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for listening to my rant, and yeah, over and out.